put a little layer of gravel in the bottom. I had a whole bunch of this pea gravel in a container out here, so I put that at the bottom. I don't know if I needed it, but it was just for extra drainage. And eventually the bottoms of these will rot out anyway. But I've got, all these are squash plants. So I'm going to, I thought I got all crookneck squash, but I accidentally got one that was straight neck squash, and I'm hoping that it's not gonna matter that I only have one of those and 3 of the others. But I'm gonna put 2 in this front container, front drawer, and then 1 each back here. And then I'm gonna make something that's gonna go over it that they can climb up. So it'll be kind of vertical instead of along the ground, since I've got beans over here too that are gonna be going up that fence. And also I know from past experience that when you have squash growing along the ground, you kind of have more trouble with squash bugs, or they are called lots of different things, but they kind of get up under the leaves. And if you grow them up, I don't think you have as much trouble with that. Plus, then you don't have to worry about the squash being on the ground and maybe rotting if it gets too wet and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to build a little arbor thing over it for them to climb up. Another thing I'm going to do is I save all of these. I've got like a little pile of them over here, and that's what I'm going to use when I'm doing seed planting next year or in the fall. I can plant them in these things and reuse them, and it just creates less waste. Plus they've already got holes in them and they're good size, and that's what they've been used for already. So this is what they look like now that they're planted, and this is all yellow squash. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on them. We'll see how they do. I still have to make something that's gonna kind of come up and over for them to grow up. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet. I have some ideas, but I don't really have anything set in stone yet, so we'll see what happens there. Now over here at the back of this bed, I planted some peas. And so I got these little short lattice things, little ladder trellises. And when they first start coming up, I'll at least have those up, and then I may need to get something bigger because I kind of want them to grow at a slant and go up the fence. I'm hoping they're getting enough sun there. There's not any right now, but there is in certain parts of the day, so I'm hoping it's enough sun, but we'll see. A lot of this is an experiment for me, but I'm certainly getting enough sun in the front of these beds, so I think I'll do okay there. And so I think the squash will do okay too, because it's going to get plenty of sun. And then where I put my tomatoes and things like that in that container garden, that's going to get plenty of sun too. So my only concern is the backs of these beds that back up to the fence. I don't know if it's going to get enough sun. We'll see. As spring, we go more into summer, this whole yard's going to be sunny, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think it's going to really matter.